Good morning and happy Sunday. It is actually Saturday night here for me. Uh, Sunday's my birthday, so you're watching this on my birthday. I decided I wasn't going to do any videos on Sunday. The only work I'm going to do on my birthday is snow blowing and shoveling and stuff like that because we're supposed to get 6 to 10 inches of snow. Uh, you see a different setup here. My monitor isn't working right now. My actual big monitor where I normally am set up. So I'm on my laptop. This is my weekly video, Clearing the Bases, where I cover all the things that I didn't have time to cover during the week. Just quick hitters, usually. I'm going to start off with a couple of updates from last week before we jump into the primary themes for this week. And then we're going to zip through a bunch of things. So here we go. As always, let me know if you have any comments. Just throw your comments in. You don't have to let me know you have a comment. All right, here we go. Last week, I started off with breaking the news, apparently, to a lot of you that the Mavs had traded Luka Doncic, and I thought this was the best response. As a Duolingo user myself, I'm studying Italian, and Duolingo responded by saying, "Let's review your mistakes." Very funny. Okay, so last week I covered the backyard breaks drama, and this week we found out that Whatnot has announced that they will not announce anything, or they have confirmed with various sources they will not be publicly speaking on the issue. Pretty lame by Whatnot. They're just hoping that the drama goes away. And then they did suspend uh, Backyard Grant. He had 87,000 followers. This is on Sports Collectors Daily. Suspended his account. We don't know how long. I mean, he was planning on going on vacation anyway at the same time. So I don't think this is that big of a deal, depending on how long they've suspended him for. All the other ones are still active, still online all the time, still suspending people for asking about it or banning people from their lives for just asking about the thing. And then Jeff inserted himself. Like Card Collector 2, I don't think has said anything about it, even though he's a Whatnot affiliate, and nobody's going after him. But Jeff had to insert himself into this by saying, "Hey, put down your pitchforks, guys. Whatnot's going to comment on this, and they're gonna do great on this." And yeah, he deserves a suspension, but hopefully he'll learn from it. And now he's saying, "I've said all along they should punish him very, very harshly, and this is just awful for the hobby." Revisionist history by Jeff, not a surprise. It's sad. I I don't know. I'm going to move on from this. Uh, then Neo said, he was in a backyard break stream, and they don't understand why break spots are selling so low compared to the floor. I've never seen them sell this low. I don't know what's going on. He quoted them as saying. Let me make sure I'm still going here. All right, good. All right, Topps production. Topps Series 1, approximate total number. This is the Topps BB, at Topps BB, Topps Production BB account on Twitter. I don't know this person, but they do good work on production numbers. Approximate total numbers of base and inserts from 2024 versus 2025. In 2025, there are 415 million base cards produced versus 304 last year. That is a 35-ish% increase in total base cards. I don't know if there's the same number of cards in the set, but that's alarming. And then he says, approximate number of cards per player in the base. In 2017, it was about 250,000. 2025, just 9 years separating this, 1.2 million. It's gone up by 5x almost. It's more than quadrupled since then. It was in 2023 at 1.3 million per player, and then it dropped in 2024. Now it's right back up again. And then we have number of cards per player. This I don't know why I used this one. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, now we have AI cards coming out of Panini. These are this is a bizarre field. I wish I could zoom in on this. Oh, actually, pause this for a moment. All right, I had to make it so that I could zoom in on this for you guys. Sorry about that I wasn't before. All right, so this is, they have weird hash marks on the field. The hash marks are all over the place. There don't appear to be field goal. Uh, I can't think of field goal uprights, man. Where there don't appear to be uprights. The field's just very strangely laid out. At least the players have the right number of fingers, so that's a positive. And here's Paul Lesko making fun of it. I mean, look at the field. They have weird hash marks. The touchdown, the end zones are on the wrong end of the field. The hash marks go up and down, and the end zones are on the opposite end. And then it's just bizarre. But again, it looks like maybe they have the right number of fingers, which is a step forward for AI. Yeah, like this fingers are a little wonky there, but the right number of fingers. Dual AI downtown. This is what city is this? Obviously supposed to be Washington, but what? I don't know. It's just so bizarre. Who collects these downtown cards? Why would you? Here's, yeah, this is the one I was just looking at and how bizarre this field is. Hand claw. You can make out 3 fingers here, plus the thumb. Maybe there's a 4th finger. It's tough to tell. And then here's Las Vegas. Somebody know, is that the Las Vegas skyline? Bizarre. Uh, here's, we just showed this one. Remember this one? I showed this one a couple months ago. Santa with 3 fingers, a glove. There was something wonky with his glove. And then his belt loops are on the outside of his jacket, not on his pants. So strange. All right. That was, we've already used up I Am Meatballs. Now we've got Auburn 35. The 2 legends of this series always make an appearance. Auburn 35 shares this Japanese post here, showed 5 cards, and he used Google Translate to translate that from Japanese. An unemployed man with no fixed address was arrested on suspicion of fraud and violation of the Trademark Act, blah, blah, blah. He was selling fake counterfeit Pokemon cards, defrauded people of 200,000 yen. And you can see here, he did it to earn a living. 200,000 yen, I checked, it's about $1,300 USD. This is happening in America too. This is, you just go to Etsy. Is it Etsy that people buy these on, or whatever the website is where people are buying fake cards in fake PSA slabs all the time? You got to be careful out there. All right, Will Stern posted this. This is a really good article about Tom Brady isn't in the Hall of Fame until 2028, but he's already using the HOF 2028 inscription and asks, is this okay? Basically. And, you know, he interviews Steve Grad about it. The premature inscription is unprecedented. I will link this in my newsletter this week. And then Mandan Middle School starts card club. Got a lot of junk wax cards here. I will also link this in my newsletter if you're not already signed up. Make sure you do. You can see all the articles I've posted in the past few weeks. Junkwaxhero.com. The Monday newsletter is free. Newcomers to the hobby. This is Ronnie. I don't know who this guy is. Your favorite sports card accounts don't get the cards they show off by ripping boxes. And this is about hobby box of Topps Diamond Icons. 10 cards. going to cost $3,300. And then interestingly, a hobby case, which is 2 boxes, costs a penny more than 2 boxes. Just a silly little thing I noticed. So yeah, you're going to pay $330 per card. And as Ronnie mentions, your favorite sports card accounts did not get the cards they show off by ripping boxes. Run Good Life. I don't know this guy. I don't even remember his name. I don't follow him or anything. I don't think. No, but sometimes he shows up with good posts in my feed. He is calling other breakers clowns for buying out Panini Prism WNBA first off the line at $2,200 per box. Yeah, but it's not the breakers. They've got customers who want this. There's demand for this. Congratulations on ruining another product with cool first off the line exclusives by artificially raising the price to the point where you need to hit a Caitlin Clark number to 20 just to break even. Yeah. So this was kind of big news. A lot of people have done videos on this. Greg just did one today on PSA, not only changing the PSA 10, this Greg of Midlife Cards, I should say, PSA 10, but also they changed the definitions on PSA 7 and 8. You should go watch Greg's video. So they did remove the 60-40 reference in PSA 10. So it used to be that it would say approximately 55-45% on the front, up to 60-40, which was an odd addition to have in there. But then they made a statement to Collect Media where they say, yeah, we did, but we'll still let people get it in on occasion with 60-40, which is very, very strange. We've removed it from our standards, but at the greater sole discretion, a small variance may be permitted on occasion based on the card's overall eye appeal. I would argue that you can't have 10 eye appeal with 60-40 centering, but that's just me. This variance can still happen today, even though the limit is 55-45. So they're going, just like Whatnot, they're going against their own standards. And now PSA, this guy David Peck, who is a big, I don't follow him, but something to do with wrestling cards. Got an email from PSA Financial Services, and they're getting into the lending against cards as a collateral game. As collateral. I haven't seen anything about this yet. I haven't received this email myself, probably because I'm not a big spender, but sounds like this is probably coming. I don't have any verification on this. I'm just reporting what I see here from this guy who usually is good from the limited things I've seen from him. Okay, I saw this on Sports Card Nonsense and just kind of shook my head. This guy said, has anyone here ever hit anything life-changing? For me, it wasn't life-changing per se. I was just in so deep in the flawless breaks, I barely got in the green after I sold this card. I believe this is a 6-figure card. And it wasn't until he sold this that he got in the green, which means had made a profit. Took it as a huge lesson to me and lucky enough to get a second chance not to do that again, which I assume means he is not doing breaks anymore, or maybe just not doing expensive ones. I'm not really sure. Yeah, and Rich Moy says had to hit a 6-figure card just to get out of the hole he dug buying into flawless breaks. And then Neo says the same thing. Imagine hitting that monster and all it does is bail you out. And the same guy who posted it originally says, brother, it's gambling. You can have the best teams in a break and hit nothing. If it wasn't for that card, I would have been down a lot of money. Speaking of which, Stack of Slabs, whoever this is, just sold this card for $80,000. Jack Caglione. I don't know why it's pronounced that way, but $80,000 for his first Bowman 1/1 Superfractor auto. Good for this guy. Or this consigner. I don't know who it is. 80 grand. I would absolutely sell this for 80 grand because could it go up to $1 million? Yeah, but the likelihood is far greater that it will plummet in 2 years. and I don't have 80 grand to spend on a card. Jackson Merrill, who had a card made of him a few months ago that wasn't actually of him, apparently has another one. This is Kyle. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Higashioka on this Jackson Merrill card, and I can't zoom in, unfortunately. But this is him, and this is him here on the Jackson Merrill card. I guess this is the best I'm going to do. Somebody at Topps has got to say, hey, you're responsible for picking the right guy. What's happening? All right, some good news here. This is where we get into the happy stuff, I think, for this video. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video talking about 1990, where they're doing 2025 is going back to 1990, and somebody in my comments, I'm sorry, I couldn't find it, said they should do the Topps, the no-name Frank Thomas, and they are. So congratulations to that person for successfully predicting this. This is a very cool thing for Topps to do. I would love to have one of these cards, but again, it's thousands of dollars. So I will not be getting that card. And then this one, I'm hoping to reach out to this person. I haven't yet, but pulled the redemption from a pack himself. Here's the redemption. And then sent it in. This is Signature Rookies. They knew them, so they sent them back with the autographed card. Yeah, this is awesome. Very cool story. Very cool pickup or pull, I guess. A lot of fun. And Wade Boggs is cancer-free. Great news out of Chicken Man. Awesome. Shohei Ohtani, 1/1 game-used bat barrel. I've been noticing this more and more. Shohei's autographs are smudged or smeared. And this is on a 1/1. It's a shame. It's a great-looking card. The autograph looks great aside from that one. Aside from the smudge or smear, I should say. Cool card. Oh, man. Larry David. This is, to me, this is the Tim Robinson card of the top set. I need the Tim Robinson autograph. I'm a huge Tim Robinson fan. By the way, in the Super Bowl, if you've ever watched the show Detroiters, which you should watch, it's one of the funniest shows I've ever watched. And I think you should leave too. But apparently there is a commercial during the Super Bowl, or a series of commercials, where the two main characters from Detroiters team up in a commercial series or one commercial. So I'm very excited about that, and in character too. But Larry David, legend, one of the all-time greatest. I want this. I want this card. This guy got his Orioles jersey autographed by 281 former Baltimore Orioles players dating back to 1954. That is amazing. Look at this thing. There's Eddie Murray. Not sure how many guys I can pick out of here since it's just quick, but nice to see Eddie Murray, quick and easy there. Dave Tremblay. Topps did this. This is funny. New innovation presenting ultra rare liquid silver and liquid gold cards. Closely working with a third-party tech company to develop these cards that feature three-dimensional elements never before seen on a trading card. They're showing it off, but as the Walking Dead saga points out, the internet does not support 3D yet, so they look like regular inserts. I'm looking forward to seeing these in person. I know I never will, but I hope maybe at the Nationals somebody will have one. Mookie Betts autographing in 2025 Topps. Very cool. They haven't said yet, as far as I know, unless there's a checklist that I haven't seen, how many autographs he has. Here's this, just a 1/1, of course. But cool. Looks great. Seeing Mookie signing cards again is great. And this was neat. This is a half refractor, a partial refractor. It's a little bit more than half, I guess. You can see the line where the refracting ends or starts. Fun. It's up for auction on Fanatics. I would show you the auction, but Fanatics won't let me in. They just won't unlock my account. It's locked for whatever reason, and I spent like 45 minutes with their AI chat trying to get me in, and they couldn't, and then they just don't answer any emails. Awesome, awesome customer support. That is all I have today, guys. I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. I hope you enjoy the snow if you're in a snow area like I am, and have an awesome Sunday. I will see you all soon.